The government now proposed to sell a part of its holding in the LIC by way of initial public offer.
In spite of all the strong objections across the country, the central government is bent on selling the shares of LIC. Does it realize that this can lead to the collapse of economy over a period of time? LIC is a golden goose for the economy. It is LIC that helps in development projects and provides social security to the majority of the marginalized people of this country. Almost 1/3 of our country's GDP is connected to LIC. From a simple investment of rupees 5 crores, today LIC has assets worth rupees 36 lakh crores. In 64 years, it has paid a dividend of over 28,000 crores to the Government of India. It has invested rupees 38 lakh crores in securities, shares and infrastructure projects. It holds 9.25% shares in SBI, the largest bank, 49% in IDBI Bank, 10.37% in ICICI Bank, as well as other public and private sector banks. Not only that, LIC also has a stake in many public sector enterprises and private corporations like Infosys, TCS, Wipro, Piramal, Reliance, etc. Its income from investments last year was over 2 lakh crores. It is the largest owner of land after Indian Railways. It is LIC that intervenes in the stock market along with the public sector banks when there is a crisis. It has invested rupees 9.25 lakh crore in 272 stocks in the stock market. What happens to these investments if LIC is privatized? Who will get to own these investments then? Certainly not the common man. India is a welfare state, and it is through public sector institutions like LIC that it is able to fulfill its constitutional duties. Today, India comes under the countries with mass poverty because 25 crore people of the country are below poverty line. 90% of Indians do not have social security to take care of sudden risk, mounting cost of healthcare, and other tragedies of life. This is where LIC provides some security during times of adversities. It was LIC that brought the idea of insurance and insurance-linked savings. Unlike the giant money-grabbing private insurance business of America, LIC provides adequate financial cover against death at a reasonable cost. LIC is also a strong backup to many government schemes like Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana or Atal Pension Yojana, etc. Every year, almost 2 crore new people are brought into social security ambit by LIC. In times of this pandemic, when we need more social protection measures, the government has thoughtlessly decided on LIC disinvestment. The government plans to progressively dilute its equity stake in favor of private investors, including foreign investors, over the next decade. These profound changes have already transformed the unique character of LIC as a financial institution, without parallel anywhere in the world of finance. Although the government has stated that it will continue to hold a controlling stake of at least 51% in perpetuity, the dilution of its stake in LIC is bound to allow private interest, including foreign ones, to have a significant say in how this premier financial institution is run. The listing of LIC and its disinvestment will radically alter LIC's role as a social security provider for the disadvantaged sections, diluting the pivotal role that millions of its small policyholders play in favor of affluent, profit-seeking investors. Indirectly, it implies a thoughtless handing over of control of the vast pool of household saving to private, including foreign investors. Another fear is that LIC will be sold for peanuts. How could you determine the value of a corporation like LIC, that is one of its kind in the world and whose brand value exceeds any other in the mind of millions? In short, LIC is the other name for trust in the world of insurance in India. Life insurance is not a business-oriented activity. It plays a much bigger role in a welfare state. LIC pays 95% of its profit as bonus after paying 5% of its profit to the government. Which other corporation anywhere in the world can boast of this? Policyholders have contributed rupees 95 crore to its capital in 2011 and rupees 1,86,000 crores to the solvency fund which the government should have contributed. The government needs to pause and ponder over its decision on LIC. Political parties have to promise that they will take back the divested shares without compensation like DBS Bank did in the case of LVB. And the parliament needs to take note and intervene. The civil society needs to urgently discuss and debate the disinvestment of LIC. The policyholders have to come to the streets to oppose this and uphold their rights. It's time we save LIC, save public sector, and save India.